And I'm just amazed at some people's stupidity in the world. I really am, and also xenophobia as well. The fuck's wrong with people outside of England? Is what the hell I'm talking about? There's a certain person on YouTube who is the thickest, densest piece of wood you've ever known in your damn life. I think it was X-Paz Army's video, something like that. He was going about Merkel's got blood on her hands, which she has. I mean, she's the one that let most of the migrants into Europe and all the crimes have happened and blah blah blah. Before you say anything, no, I'm not a fucking neo-nationalist, or I'm not one of those people. However, I do give a shit about countries, you know. Borders exist for a fucking reason, people. But I'm not anti-immigration as well. I like immigration, but fucking control it, make sure like people come in, yada yada. If you want me to, here's the thing, right? If you want me to get political talk, because I don't do that on this channel. It's weird because I talk about politics a fair bit with friends and stuff. YouTube, I've never done it, and a lot of people are doing that. I kind of grind a little bit off screen. Also, you'll notice the top right of the screen, $51,000. There was a car I had to basically pull half of the thing apart. I had to pull its rear suspension out. What was it? Rear suspension, I think it was the front passenger side suspension, and basically rebuild half the engine. Like, actually buy half the engine. It was insane. And this needs a lot of shit, so perfect amount of time to basically talk about this of a person. Got into this and that and basically say, you know, I'm saying, he's like, I love Europe, you know, because I am a European. This is where it comes in. You know, as I'm a European, I love Europe. I actually do love it to pieces, but I don't like the EU because they fuck around with Europe, at least in my opinion. Up near's the car from before, obviously. I can finally put that back at the entrance. I just don't like the EU because they've fucked around with things far too much, and now Europe's basically turning into a bloody shithole. And no, I'm also not Hitler. I'm not one of those white nationalist people that say, I only want white people. No, I'm not one of those. I only want good people. That's the difference in me. I only want good human beings to live everywhere. I mean, just you, anywhere in the fucking world. You know? I'm going to love lovely place. Yeah. But, oh, let's start. But, and basically, yeah, that's about the stance on things. Don't like the EU, love Europe, you know, all this. And this bloody moron, I think it's whatever 1957. No, you have a go at him. You'll be like, well, what the hell? Here's the thing. Normally, I wouldn't say this, but seriously, have a fucking go at him. He's an idiot. I'm not kidding. He's a fucking idiot. But he was saying, this is the reason I'm saying have a go at him. It's like, we're not in Europe. Like, Britain is not part of Europe. I'll just let the suspension rattle as you ponder that in your mind. Like, Britain is not part of Europe because it's an island. I thought I'd just give you a little bit of a pause just to figure it all out in your head and think, well, wait a minute. Aren't you guys part of the European continent? And yes, we fucking are. We're part of the continent. Fucking Iceland is part of the continent. It's stuck in the middle of the bloody Atlantic. Well, not in the middle, but stuck in the Atlantic Ocean. And this guy, here's the thing, this is going on for days actually. I'm amazed I didn't see it in the last video. It's just absolutely 100% stubborn. It's basically saying, like, look, dim lad, you idiot, you fucking moron. It's like, I'm not a moron. Here's the thing with me. If I'm wrong about something, I will admit. Snap my fingers, I'll admit it. But here's the thing. I'm not saying I'm not wrong all the time. I am wrong on a fair few things. But in this instance, I ain't fucking wrong. Because we're part of the continent. You know, here's what gets me. This is why I'm saying having a go at him. I actually sent him bloody links to, like, a map. Actual, you know, something called a map. You know, say, look, there's a map of the continent. We're close by, yada yada. No, we're not. Sent him a link to a list of the populations of every European country. And Russia's #1. I'll get to that because you go, wait, I'll explain how Russia is actually part of Europe. Sort of. But, sent them that. Still not in Europe. You may say, I don't need to look at a map, I don't need to do it, You're basically a stubborn piece of shit. That's what you're saying, you're stubborn. You're a fucking moron and you're stubborn. That's what you're saying to someone like me. Yeah, that water pump needs to come off. Yeah, well, that needs to come off. Right. May as well get out the engine bit. Can I get these off? No. That I can, yeah. But it's just the absolute stupidity. I actually could not, honestly, you laugh, I couldn't believe it. Like someone is that fucking... Here's the thing I was saying, he wouldn't answer any questions either. I was saying, well, if we're not part of Europe, what continent is Britain in? Because I thought I'd play his own little game. What continent are we in? Do I get a response? Of course I don't. Just, you're a thick ass, blah blah blah, dim lad. Whatever the hell dim lad is. I'm from the north of England. And I don't speak like that. I speak a language called English. And I know a little bit of Deutsch. Well, a tiny bit. I've got a friend of Stephanie, was here for a few days. He's like, and I've learned what I can remember at school. I actually really want to fucking learn German. Oh, it's a lovely language. You know, honestly, beautiful language. It sounds really nice. But just getting back to him. Like, I just don't get the bloody logic, you know. Like, firstly, not making. I started saying, here's what I did as well. I started saying, how many continents are there? He wouldn't answer me that. There's 8 continents in the world, by the way, including Antarctica. Do you want to know how many? You want to know how many countries are in Antarctica? It's a lot. 1. Well, duh, of course there's only 1 country in Antarctica. It's the fucking continent itself. I'm still gonna make you all laugh. But yeah, I had a feeling I had to check it out. But it's just the absolute fucking stupidity. Right. What the hell is... Oh, great, right, I've got to take that out as well. Like, what is wrong with you? Here's the thing, I wouldn't mind if the guy had actually, like, negotiated and stuff. You know, or said, oh, right, I appear to be wrong. Okay. But no, it was just, you're an arsehole, you're this, you're that. Well, I didn't say an arsehole, but, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, you're wrong. There's nothing wrong. It's a weird way to put it. There's nothing wrong with being wrong. That's how you fucking learn. That's how you learn in the first place, by being wrong. That's how you learn. If you're never wrong in your entire life, you'll always think you'll always think you're right. And when you actually are wrong, it's a weird. Bear with me. When you actually are, it's too late. You don't realise it. Something red done it. Oh no, it's the jiggy. Filters. That. Ah, well, I found everything. Okay. Right. Status is 65, so 64%. 64. That means they're equal or including, so you want to go 1 below. So even if something has 65% condition, you still have it in your inventory. So what have I got? Not an awful lot. Okay, I know the filter was there, so oh no, I keep doing that. But it's just absolutely ridiculous. Round air filter 2 carbs, got it. It was just. I just started hammering them with bloody questions. Basically, here's the thing: if we're not in Europe, because we're an island. Is Ireland in Europe? They started saying, are the islands that make up Japan part of Asia? Is Madagascar part of Africa? They're all islands. Is it part of the continent? Hello? You're being me. Easy. You're all being shocked, by the way. I got a response. It was silence. Well, silence to the question, rather. Not honestly, never met someone. I've also never met someone until right now who's scaled past everything. Where the hell is it? Oh, I've just realised it's all alphabetical order, so it's all at the top one. I've just gone right bloody past it. They're the only air filters. Hold on. Round air filter 2 carb. I'll type it into this. Screw it. Because I can't find it there. Round air. Where the hell were you? Lying, seriously, what the hell? But that's what I'm saying. I would normally never say go after someone, make a fucking laughing stock of them. I would normally never ever say that. But by all means, fucking feel free to. He's an idiot. He actually fucking deserves it for once. Not joking, he really deserves it. I mean, if it was a person, V8 OHV, I need a fuel filter probably, fuel filter OHV, and a V-pump power steering, right. I say, normally I would never condone it, but if you're that fucking dumb in the head, you know what I mean, give it easy, give him all the chances, give him lots of evidence, all this, blah blah blah. No, I'm not part. This is fucking ridiculous. Anyways, getting back to like politics and stuff. If you actually, because I've never asked this question because I just thought, people probably don't give a shit what I think about politics. But if you actually want to know what I think, politically wise, if you don't, that's perfectly fine. I understand. And I've gone past it again, you idiot. P's are up here. Power steering, V8. It was just V8, wasn't it? Yeah, it was just V8. And it was water pump OHV. W's. Ah! OHV, that's the one. But, if retarded doesn't fucking cut it, honestly. I'm not joking, that doesn't cut it. Oh, come on. But actually, I'm all the way down at the bottom, so I may as well just grab a fucking, yeah, I'm at the bottom of the page anyways. But if you're that fucking retarded, I'm sorry. I actually feel fucking sorry for you, I'm not even kidding. You don't like think, hey, but I genuinely do feel fucking sorry for you. If you're that dim-witted and stupid. Now even said, I really hope you're not a fucking, like a geography teacher. I think if you're a geography teacher, then you fucking failed a generation. In school, you've literally fucking failed them. Yeah. Radius C, back in. That's just the, there's always another, yeah, pretty sure it's all okay. Yeah, that's all good there. Right. Suspension now, what have I got? Yeah, perfect, fine. You can tell because otherwise it wouldn't show up if it wasn't okay. Yeah. If them other pads, those pads are good enough, I'll stick them on, thank you. Game. And these were okay, weren't they? Pretty sure. Well, they're obviously not. I had a feeling buying some of those is going to be a very good idea in the future. Haha, prove myself right. Ah, crap. Not that again. I need a steering rack as well. Oh. Sway bar front. End link B. But I was thinking, if you're just that bloody ridiculous, if you're gonna be that ridiculous, I'll treat you like an idiot. Yeah, because you're all a fucking idiot. And then you are. Like you need. Here's the thing. I wouldn't mind if it's like, oh, I'm wrong, okay. And I was like, well, there's no harm in being wrong, dude. You know, I've been wrong on many bloody things. I don't call someone a fucking retard and asshole like fucking 3 days straight when they're clearly fucking right. You know. You know, I accept I'm wrong. I actually, you know, here's the thing. I man up. I act like a fucking man and I man up and say, right, I was wrong. I've done it again. Fucking bad. Put the bad ones on, will you? There you go. They actually man up. Because I'm a man, you know. I will actually accept things. What do you say? It's not part of England. Here's the thing, it's basically saying, like, you know, it's like, you know, Britain or it's saying, I don't care about this and that, you know. It's like, well, clearly you fucking don't. What was it? It was fucking, I think it's like, I only care about England or something. That's all he cares about. I was like, really? I was like, you care about a bloody country. He's like, I'm English, bearing in mind, I'm saying this. You care about a country that's no bigger than the state of Maine. Like, Maine is way bigger. That's how small England is. You ain't kidding people, that's how fucking small it really is. In fact, what is it, the entire excluding the islands we have, you know, for instance, we've got, you know, the Falklands, Gibraltar, you've got, there's a bunch, I think it's southwest coast of South America, Chile place, there's a few islands around there. That's the thing, another thing as well, many people don't realise just how big the UK, or at least how many pieces the UK actually has. Because, like, they're just never in the limelight, you know. You've got Great Britain, obviously, which is England, Scotland and Wales, if I can get this in a tyre rod. That's obviously there. Oh, wait a minute. Fuck. Yeah, I was forgetting something. But, you've got things like that, but... Out of tyre rod, sorry. You know. But... To not know... something that everyone in the world... I was so close, and here's the thing, Americans are going to hate me for saying this, please don't hate me for saying this, but fucking Americans nowhere in Europe. And please don't say it the wrong, I'm going to lose all of you, please don't say it the wrong way. What I'm trying to do is like, I'm having like a, here's the thing with me, I will take the piss out of in my own, I will happily take the piss out of my own nation, because there's a lot of fucking things that are wrong with it. You know, I really will. You know. But, yeah, they always say if you can make fun out of something, then do it. V8 OHV filter, I need to get one of those. Oh no, engine. There you go. Engine, please. But it was just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. Here's the thing, also, it wasn't, don't think for a second, that's the one, yeah. He's like an intelligent person, like a civilized fucking person. That's the one thing Americans will think. Americans will always think, oh, British, you know, they're nice, they're civilized, all this. You get people like him that just call you fucking dimwit and retard and cunt all the time. Like I say, I'm from the north, and I don't treat people, yeah, unless you treat me like that first, I won't treat you like that. You know? Wrong side, you idiot. There we go. Timing shit. Ah, oh, why the hell didn't I take the bloody thing off? I've got to fucking take it off again. Small bush. That'll be at the back. It'll be at the back somewhere. Yeah, there they are. There they are. I wouldn't treat people like that. Like, even the Germans, you know, people say, "Oh, this and that." I was like, no. You think the Germans have done the Germans for a long time, Rob, have done nothing wrong. Remember, it's what amazes people. It'll sound as like you're British and you're saying things like that. I'm like, yeah. What the fuck they ever do? Because I always say, here's the thing. You know, it's the reason why I don't hate the German army in World War II. It's because it's an army. They're just following orders. And I said, no, I said to mates, no, seriously, they're just following orders. It's just fucking following orders. It's all they're doing. That's literally all it is. They're just doing what the commander tells them. That's all it is. At the end of the day, it's nothing wrong. Even the Red Army. He's like, I'm no bloody fan of the Red Army. You know, but at the end of the day, I'm smart enough to know, or intelligent enough to know. At the end of the day, it is just, you know, it's just a guy. At the end of the day, you know, Hitler, Stalin, whatever, just giving the orders. You know, I mean, they're giving the orders to the officers, you know, like officers and stuff, and they're giving it to the sergeants, and they're giving it to the grunts. That's how the army works. I'm saying, that's all it is. You know, it's a chain of command. All it is. You know, that's the reason why I don't hate the German army. It's like, because at the end of the day, they're just like any other army. And yeah, I think we found the problems. And that was the OHV timing chain and gear, wasn't it? Timing chain cam gear. Holy shit, it's 2%. They're both, yeah. I don't hate them, you know. But I've actually got that's what really pissed me off, because someone was saying, oh, Krauts are horrible and should die. The Krauters and the Germans. But for starters, I'll call them Germans. I won't call them fucking Krauts, they're Germans. You know, call them by the correct fucking name, please. Instead, I've got a friend who's German. Like Stefan, his bloody family, well, he wasn't around then, but his mother was alive. In the years of things, she was born 1925. She's very bloody old. She's 94-year-old. She's very fucking old. And there's no way, but yeah, she's honestly alive, perfectly fine. All this, you know. And I would love to. He's like, I would love to meet her. It'd be amazing to meet like someone like that. You know, someone's lived all the way through it for real. But then, like Stefan's mother, she actually hid Jews. She smuggled them. Because living in southern Germany, Wolfsburg, it's just southeast of Frankfurt, basically. If you look it up, but I'm trying to think. I can't be asked to spell it for you. But they actually, I say, smuggled them out of Germany. You know, and Stefan, he was saying to us, you know, he was like, you know, he's saying to us, you know, I mean, my mother, things like that. I love those people. He said, I tell you one person I don't like. You know, he said, I'm glad he's dead. And I said, what's that? I said, it's me, sorry, it's not his brother, his uncle. You're saying, it's my uncle. And I asked him, why the hell do you hate your uncle? It's because his uncle joined the SS. And he was one of the guards. Basically, he was one of the guards. You know the ghettos. He was one of the guards on. It wasn't Warsaw Ghetto. I don't think he told us which one it was. I don't think even Stefan's like, I don't give a shit which one it was. You know, he's a horrible human being. That's the end of it. But yeah, there was a guard there, and he actually said, "I've never met my uncle. and I never want to meet him." He said, "If I went to his grave, I'd spit on it." This is a German, by the way, so I'd spit on his grave. You know, his poor grandfather. But in case you're wondering, this will make you laugh. His father is actually British. Like, no joke, his father's British. Yeah, he's from Birmingham. Bloody Ryan, that's his name. He's from Birmingham. Because he went over during, I think, was it the 60s or something? He went over to basically like re-help build Germany, because that's what we did. And a lot of people went over. Obviously, Germany was, you had west, south, east, and he went over to re-help build southern Germany, which is in the hands of the Americans. And as Stefan put it, you know, classic German guy, as he put it, you know, he went over there, he met a nice, hot German girl. They got a hotel room, and he was a horny bastard. Classic him. This is the way he words it. You know, as a horny son of a bitch. That's what he was. No, but Stefan's grandfather was a tank gunner in the Panther tanks. Well, Panzer IVs were eventually the Panther tanks. And he was telling us, he disobeyed his officer, the commander of the tank. Oh, I may actually add this car as well really quickly. Basically, this car wouldn't move So off screen, I actually had to replace the starter because you wonder why the hell the starter. I was actually forced to replace it. It wouldn't move. Oh yeah, that part isn't discovered. I've got a feeling exhaust. But yeah, it's a bit too late to join in now. Jake, come and watch it, but a bit too late now. I've already gone through the stupid thing about Britain not being in Europe. that's the funny joke, yeah. Britain isn't part of Europe because it's an island. There's some fucking brain dead people in the world, I'll give them that much. Let's have a look. Oh no, actually, is that disco okay? Apparently it is. Why the fuck am I taking the... Why am I taking the wheel off? Is that wrong with it? There's nothing fucking wrong with this. Why am I bothering with this? I'll keep the wheel off because you have to... For some reason you have to take the wheel off to do anything else, so I'll take the wheels off. Stop lagging, game. But yeah, I mean... It's definitely, you know, it's like his grandfather, he was a tank gunner, I'm getting back to him now. And disobeys commander. He wouldn't. He doesn't actually know because he wrote a very vague letter because the commander wouldn't let him write a letter, so he wrote it in secret. I'm pretty sure he said, "I'm gonna get ammunition or something from the tank," and he basically snuck in, wrote a quick letter, sealed it, and you know got back out. It just shows you how strict the commanders were back then. But he disobeyed his officer. And said, "Well, what happened to him?" He said, "Oh, he died." I was asking him how he was court-martialed, which means he was sent to the Eastern Front, and he was stationed at, I apologise if I'm Russian, I'm going to butcher the pronunciation, but Karakov? I think how you pronounce it. It's a town, this is why Stefan knows his grandfather died. He's never met the guy. He's actually never met this guy. He said, "I would love to meet him because he's a bloody hero, because he's saying he saved people's lives and all sorts. You know, but, oil filter inline 4. But you're saying he was in Karakov, and that only means one thing. He was there during the Battle of Kursk. And he was saying that basically means he was blown to Kingdom Come, he was killed. You know. Or if he was captured, the Soviets bloody, well, they just murdered him. They just killed him anyways. But yeah, I mean, that's what I got a bit antsy with that bloody moron, whatever, 1957. So you know, like, I thought it was him with all the Germans are krauts and they're evil. I was like, no, they're not. They're not fucking evil at all. You know, I think the Nazi Party were evil, but the Germans no. I was saying, you know, they were either following orders, they were too scared to speak out against what was going on, or they didn't pay attention to it. Some didn't pay attention to it, they really didn't. And they just went, well, things are horrible, yes, but look at the way Germany's... That's one thing to take into consideration. Look at how Germany had been treated by the Allies in the Treaty of Versailles. If you look at how they were treated, it doesn't take a genius to figure out why Hitler rose to power. It really doesn't take a genius to figure it out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this one's got a turbo. Bloody hell. That's nice. Although that'll be, for fuel efficiency reasons probably. Yeah, it's a little bit in the past of one of my friends. He's actually a really awesome guy, Stefan. Oh, great guy. Yeah. And I bloody whatever guys, like I only care about England. I was like, yeah, I can tell you're a fucking humanitarian, aren't you? Like, you really give a shit about people. You fucking care a lot, don't you? Now yeah, I'm thinking to myself, I bet you if I actually said, what about black people in Africa, you would say, I don't give a shit. Now here's the thing, I will make jokes every now and then, because it's a joke, you know? Don't take it fucking seriously. About shit like that. But at the end of the day, I actually care. You know? Even about them, you know. The thing with me is, if you want to know how I stand on like world events, things like that, you know, this and that in the world, it's very easy to work me out. No, like figure me out. I've like this engine, there you are. Get that there. With me, if you really want to know what I'm like, it's very simple to explain. Good, honest people. That's who I like. You know, if you're a good, honest, decent human being, I don't care. You know, I don't give a shit. You know, skin color, nationality, whatever. I just because it doesn't fucking matter to someone like me. I was like, why would it fucking matter? Now we're all human beings. Yeah, there's an old saying I have, which is basically if I ran around and I with a knife. This is obviously hypothetical here. I'm not actually gonna do this. If I ran around with a knife and I sliced open 1,000 people, I literally chopped them to bits, cut them open, you know, all that stuff. If I did that, and said, it doesn't matter who they are, where they come from, whatever, the same stuff's going to fall out of their bodies and the same blood's going to pour all over the floor. What I'm trying to say is they're all the same on the inside. In a really weird, almost sick way. But that's what I'm trying to say, is they're all the same. You know, that's just the way I view things. You know? Don't like it, sue me. I like it good. But that's why I kind of hate people like just because someone's in a different country or different skin color or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's the reason why also I hate these people in America that are just white hating people. Like they hate people just because they're white. It's like if I said that about a black person, you know, this is why I don't like the Democratic Party these days, because they're fucking, most of them are assholes. You've actually got some moderates coming in now. I mean, about fucking time the Democrats got fucking moderate for it. It's funny because it's not even my country, but I give a shit because it's America. Of course I fucking care. But it's like if a black person dies, they'll go, oh, and all this. You know, if a white person dies, they couldn't give a shit. And it's like, that's just fucking like no, I'm sorry. That's just fucking. That's hypocritical of you. It's the same with the likes of what is it, Black Lives Matter. And I was saying, here's like Black lives don't matter because all lives matter. They all fucking matter. It was the turbo? Eh. I was not expecting to be the turbocharger. Oh well. But yeah, all lives matter. You know? So yeah. Yeah, I was saying before, I mean, here's the thing with me. And I'm being serious to say is, throw anything you want at me. And I ain't joking. If you want me like to talk about politics, things like that, because I know some people on YouTube do, well actually a fair few of them do. If you actually want me to do things like that, by all means in the comments say it. You know, anything. You could, you know, what would you talk about? What would you not? Oh, the manifold. What would you not talk about? Here's the thing. There's nothing I won't actually talk about. That's the thing to me, there's nothing. You know, it's to me, if something needs to be said, fucking say it. Yeah? If it needs saying, say it. So yeah, I'm not like one of these people, you know, they'll talk about one thing and then they'll shy away from another thing. No, no, no. Let's take Ilhan Omar, I can't fucking pronounce her bloody name, never mind. But for instance, you'll say things like, you know, you don't like white supremacist things there, obviously. And you say you don't like America. Alright, fair enough. What about Islamic terrorists? And she'll never condemn them. You notice that? She'll never condemn them. And like, why won't you condemn them? They're clearly horrible people. You'll never say a word. I'm thinking that is fucking hypocritical of you. You'll happily talk out about white people doing bad things, so is anybody else, or anyone from the West doing anything bad, you know, but when somebody else, oh no, that never exists. Go fuck yourself. Seriously, go fuck yourself. That's what I say to someone like her. Here's the thing, I've never done anything wrong, and I don't intend to do anything wrong. Well, if I can help it. To horrible people in the world, yes, but, you know. Bloody, you know, there's decent, normal people. No, not at all. Yeah, anyways, I sent me bloody piece. You have a laugh at this front of the bloody, it was just a normal camshaft, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty fucking sure it was just a normal camshaft. Yeah, it was a normal one. There we go. But yeah, it's like, put us with hypocrites. That's what she is. You know, if you were to ask me, a bloody hypocrite. That's why I just laughed my head off. A lot of people just laughed my head off at her. She has the most ridiculous bloody ideas you could ever imagine on Earth. Yeah. Like, it's like you do realise what country you're in, don't you? It's like the Democrat, I forgot what to call it because I'm not American obviously, but you have like the panel shows, you know, you'll get on the stage and like the Democrats and Republicans have the big shows and all answering questions, but they all started speaking fucking Spanish. I'm thinking, I'm standing there going, I can see why you're doing it, because a fair few people in America do speak Spanish, but at the same time, America is an English-speaking country. I said, I know that because they got the language from us. Isn't us the British? You got the language from us. I was like, so why on this fucking earth are you speaking Spanish? Oh shit. Didn't get that part. Normal cam here, right? Why? Like, yeah, it's just fucking just put in Democrat. I think Democrat hearing or something, but Democrats speak Spanish. I'll have a laugh. He will laugh. I know I was laughing. I was fucking killing myself. Ugh, why is not broken this damn car? Timing belt. Now I've figured out if this works, it's all alphabetical order. So down, 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 down. All the way down. Down a bit more. Ah! Up a bit. No, it's the serpentines, that's the front. Time belt. There we go. But, some weird things going on in this world. You know? And over here in the UK, there's a lot of weird shit going on. Like that fucking retard whatsoever. That kind of weird shit. Britain isn't part of Europe, fucking. What's next? California's fucking voted for independence in America. Yeah, right. That was gonna fucking happen. I said this to in America, one water pump in line 4. I said, California is basically Scotland, in the sense they all think they're better than everybody else, and they do. If you're Californian, don't take offence. It's not saying all of you, but some of you. What's power pump? Wasn't it? I've completely fucking forgot. We're blabbing on like crazy. Water pump, bloody sick. Water, you dick. Right, damn. But they think they're better than everyone else, and it's like, oh, we want to break away from the union, we want to do all this and do that. Because Scotland, honestly, they have it in their heads that if they leave the UK, get independence, they can just join the EU and just get loads of money. And if anyone else out there is going, well, doesn't the EU charge a lot of money for people? And I will say, that's exactly correct. And that's exactly what everyone in the rest of the UK keeps trying to tell them. Because we don't want to see, believe it or not, we don't want to see them crash and burn into the fucking ground. Yeah? Bell tension, it's B bell tension. We don't want to see them crash and burn. Because they're part of Great Britain, they're part of the UK. We care about them. But, I don't know, engine. I'm here. Where the hell are... There you are, bell tension. I finally found you. But... So, oh, tell you what it was, that bloody person. Blood from a fucking stone. If I had the balls to make the joke, I'd say blood from something else, but I won't, because no mind, look, I'll be pushing too hard. But, yeah, blood from a fucking stone. Yeah. I've dealt with that kind of person before. It's one of those people that, you know, like they've been taught something, they don't think it's wrong. I'll change oil. Like, they don't think they're wrong because they were taught something, and they're just so fucking stubborn in their head. So they're just like, oh no, I'm right, I'm always right, me, yeah. And whenever you bring up facts or anything, they'll go, no, you're wrong. Even though you are right. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. And no, I'm not. You know? It's one of those bloody people. Oh, bang on, practically. And what am I getting for you? I'm getting a lot of air. Not as much, oh. Really hot. Did you really just do that? You seriously just do that? Hey, right. Fucking hell. But yeah, it's a really dumb thing. But yeah. Feel free to go to his bloody channel and just hound him about fucking Europe. What is not missing from his damn... Ugh. Serpentine belt is missing. Oh, there it is. Right. Have I got it? Yeah. Are you done? Yay! Finally. But yeah, I mean... It's just hilarious. I actually thought it was fucking hilarious, you know, just... None of that. I'll tell you what, if you actually, like, I'm being serious when I say this, if you actually want me to do... I have to look you up. That would be alright. No. That was fucking broken. That's... Oh, jeez, no. Ah, there's no more. No, it's like this really nice old, like American 50s. You know, like, the old, the convertibles. It's one of those. Oh, I missed it because it wasn't that car, it was the one before. I missed it. Fuck. God, no. It's ugly as hell, that, no. Ugh, take the bloody story mode order. But yeah, if you actually want me to talk about, you know, like history, politics, economy, finance, you know, even religion, it's funny because I'm an atheist and I'll talk about religion. If you want me to talk about things like that, I will more than happily do it. You know, and like a lot of people, and I mean serious when I say this, I will actually talk about it. I will not half-ass you. You know, even things like the Nazi stuff like that, because I've actually... I'm going to say something, no one's going to like it, but I'm going to say it. Hold your judgment, because I'll explain why. I have actually read Mein Kampf. And the reason I've read that is because I was really bloody curious. I just really, really wanted to know. Just like I can instantly know that they're bad. So don't think I'm some kind of Nazi supporter, no bloody way. You know, I just wanted to know what the hell is going through the mind of that guy, you know? Change oil drain, right. Part not discovered. I'll just buy a bunch of ignition coils then. But yeah, just really wanted to know what was going through the mind of that man. Obviously, I'm talking about Adolf Hitler. Just want to know what was going on through his head. If you want to know what's in that book, for starters, it's as bad as you can imagine. It actually is, yeah, it's almost as bad as you can imagine reading it. However, you also, and people are going to hate me for saying this, but you can also kind of understand where the person's come from. If you look at Germany's history, sorry, if you look at their history, and like what had happened, especially the First World War is massively important in this. If you look at things like that and the Treaty of Versailles, and how Germany was literally fucking humiliated after the war, if you think of it like that, of course the Germans are going to elect someone like him. You know, of course it wasn't a chancellor, wasn't the president. And people are going to laugh, but honestly they did have a president back then. They seriously did. It wasn't a prime minister. Oh, I actually think it was a president, but basically, I don't know I forgot his name, but he basically made Hitler chancellor. He basically said, make that man chancellor, and he got him out of prison. Well, when I say prison, what I really mean to say is it was actually, think of it as a hotel suite. The reason he was like this is because his book got out, and a lot of people liked him in Germany back then because he spoke to them, you know, he was conversed with the crowd and stuff. Come on. I'll give it a check. It's hard to move this bloody thing on silk. Ah, it's practically done, there we go. Change the oil, have I done that? Yeah, change the oil, right. And I'll get you on the tester. Can I move you there? Yes, I can, test path. But, you look at things, yeah, even I said to Stefan, me bloody mate, I was like, what we did to you know, after the First World War was uncalled for. Because, this will make you laugh. If you adjust for inflation, So you use modern, you know, the US dollar today, Germany had to pay $800 billion in war reparations for what they've done. No kidding, they had to pay 800 billion. So when you think of it like that, you know, and the fact that here's the thing, 800 billion, you're not allowed an army, you're not allowed to build a lot of things, you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that, you've got answered, blah 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 blah. It doesn't, you know, you can't really say, oh, there was no reason for Hitler getting the power. You can't say that. I mean, it's all there, it's laid, it's in black and white, you know why you got in. But yeah, I read the book, and there was one thing in that book that really did, like, amaze me. And it's not what you're gonna think. And it was, I'll do this calm next episode, I'll just finish up what I'm doing here, basically. But the thing that amazed me in that book was the simple fact that, and this is no joking, the European Union's in it. And you may laugh and say there's no way the European Union, you know, is, you know, basically in the book. That's impossible. And the reason you're saying impossible is because you haven't read it. You know? He actually wanted the same thing as well, when you really think about it. I'll strip it apart, but I won't actually do it. But, and that's what really shocked me, because I'm sitting, yeah, I get it, you know, it was a thing between France, Germany, you know, all the things going around, you know. Hold on. Do I have to bloody... Okay, apparently I don't actually need to do any of that, so I'll just put it back together. But I don't know why I fucking took it off, to be honest. But what was it? It was yeah. Like, you know, I know it's like a thing, but it couldn't have been that bad. But yeah, and then it's funny because I got about towards the end of the book, turned the paper and all this, I'm reading on. Basically, I couldn't sleep at night because something was a caught, and I thought, I'll read the rest of it because it shocked, stunned, and wowed me this far. For all the wrong reasons. So, you know, I may as well go on. I turn the page and there it is. It's a blue flag. I think it was 10, I'm pretty sure, 10 or 12 yellow stars and the euro in the middle. And we all know what that means. Besides the euro, if you take the euro out of it, and yeah. And that's the reason why and this is actually right before the referendum, and that is the simple reason as to why I basically stopped reading. I was on, like, I think it was like the third last page. Stopped reading, like scrolling on the bloody iPad, and just went, fuck it, I'm out. And Lewis just went, no, I'm out. I'm voting leave. I am not, repeating, not being a part of that. I'm not being a part of that. No way. I mean, that's actually stunned me. It's actually in that book. It's all in that book. And just blew my fucking mind. I'm thinking, because I'm literally sitting there thinking, that piece of shit actually won the fucking war. I mean, yeah, he died and the Third Reich fell, but he fucking won. And I started thinking about it, and I came to the conclusion, there's only really a few things Hitler didn't get. A, he didn't get his superior Aryan race, which wouldn't have really happened anyways, but he didn't get that. B, the Nazi flag didn't fly over Europe, instead a different flag did. And C, the EU Parliament building was not in Berlin. I think that's literally, and no joking, that's it. Besides that, I'm thinking that little git actually won. Whoa, bloody hell, this thing's really showy. But yeah. So here's, like, I'm just basically saying, if anyone has, like, you know, like they want to chat with me about or this or that, you know, bloody hell. Whoa, cough, come on. Here's, like, you're more than free to, because that's the thing with me. I will not, you know, when it comes to, like, you know, even, you know, not so nice topics, I'm not going to back down and say, no, I'm going to tell you what I know. Even if I don't know something, I'm more than happy to actually learn. I actually love learning. So I'm more than happy, if you know something and that I don't, more than happy to sit and listen to you. Unlike whatsoever, I'm actually fucking willing to listen, you know, to logic, reason, facts, you know. But But yeah. So if you want me to, talk politics, if you don't, just don't bother. But I know it's a bit of a weird video. I'm not my usual self. Obviously, I put a few cracky jokes in every now and then to keep it normal. But no, I just wanted to get a little off my chest because A, there was something that was really hilarious and stupid, and B, I just thought you'd like to know a little bit about me, like the fact I've done that. Because, and yes, I know there's going to be people who are raging, burning in anger and hatred that have read that book, but here's the thing, I've read the Socialist Manifesto as well. So any of you really, any of you, Antifa lot and people like that, and say, I was like, yeah, I've also read the Socialist Manifesto, and the Quran, and the Talmud, Bible, obviously, read them all. I know one thing I really would like to also read as well is the satanic shit, because, not kidding, I'm really interested. And then it's like, oh, this show be going really weird, but yeah, I'm actually just really fucking curious. I'm a curious human being, that's the thing of me, I'm very curious. But yeah, but anyways, this has been Hort. I hope you have enjoyed the video, me blabbling on for like literally a fucking hour and a bit. What time is it? Almost an hour. But you blabble all the way on. Anyways, hopefully I will see you all in the next video, and like I said, keep it in mind, if you want me to talk about stuff, I will. If not, I'll just keep it a dumb, stupid gaming channel, no worries at all, just write down the comments. But anyways, hopefully I will see you all in the next video, but until then, it is goodbye for now.